Does making banana bread create a chemical change? Okay, the materials you'll need to make banana bread are a large bowl, 8 tablespoons of butter, 1 cup of sugar, granulated sugar, 2 large eggs, 1/4 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 3 medium bananas, very ripe, which means brown, which means they're browned, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and optional is 1/2 cup of nuts or chocolate chips. You also need a mixer or just a regular whisk and an oven. You will also need cooking spray and a bread loaf pan. First step you want to do is measure out all of your ingredients. Before starting the bread, make sure to wash your hands. Also, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. After you've made sure you had all your ingredients and measured out correctly, you're going to melt your stick of butter. With your butter, you're going to beat or whisk your sugar. Make sure your sugar and butter are completely mixed together before adding your eggs. You're going to crack your eggs into your bowl and whisk it or beat it again until fully combined. After your eggs, sugar, and butter are all fully combined, you're going to add your milk and vanilla and beat that until combined as well. Once everything is fully mixed, you're going to take your 3 bananas, unpeel them, place them into the bowl, and mash them with any type of mashing device. You could use a fork or like a potato masher or something, and just mash them into your milk, sugar, vanilla, and butter mixture. You can also mash your bananas in a separate bowl and place them into the concoction afterwards, and you can mash them as smooth or as chunky as you'd like. After mashing your bananas, you're going to add your flour, baking soda, and salt. Combine all of these ingredients until everything creates one solid dough, and be careful while mixing because the flour can puff up. While all of the ingredients do contribute, the flour and the baking soda really help to make the bread rise and create a new concoction. After your dough is fully combined, now is the time to add any mixing you want. And just fold these in. Now you're going to want to spray your loaf pan with your cooking spray. And make sure to get all sides and cover the entire bottom. Now pour all of your mixture into your greased pan. Once your oven is fully preheated, you're going to want to place your pan into the oven for 50 to 60 minutes, and after the timer has gone off, you're going to put a toothpick through, and if it comes out clean, then your bread is done. But if there's still dough on it, then you're going to keep it in for however much longer until the dough is fully baked. Leave the bread in the pan for 10 minutes before taking it out and let cool completely before eating. Store in a plastic wrap or an airtight container. My hypothesis is, if I can combine ingredients necessary to make banana bread, then a chemical change will occur because when the dough went into the oven, it endured a temperature change, which is a sign of a chemical change. So my experiment proved my hypothesis correct and answered my question because while the bread was baking in the oven, the baking soda had a chemical reaction with the vanilla extract, creating gas which helped the dough rise. So that's a chemical reaction. While in the oven as well, the bread had a temperature change and an odor change, which are both signs of a chemical change. The bread also had some bubbling formations while baking. After the bread had came out of the oven, you were unable to separate the ingredients individually apart from the bread because the ingredients combined with the temperature change created a new substance, which is the bread itself. This experiment created an irreversible chemical change and a chemical reaction.